Okay, good morning. I am the last to leave and it's, I don't know, probably 20 of 8. I think George got on the road about an hour ago, and Darren and Nate Wyatt and Willem just left. Oh, I'm in the Bodie's Market before I leave town. Willem is just going to go as far as he can and then camp. And that's my feeling. My initial instinct was to go to the campground at 22 miles and 4,400 feet. Seems like I could keep going, maybe get 30 miles even. That would get me into Cuba tomorrow night. And it's, oh dear, you're gonna get run over. But I'm at 4.6 miles and there's a raging creek to my right. I don't know if it runs all the time, just so you know. Got a nice layer of clouds, which is good because of the heat. Let's hope it continues. I'm walking the climb before the big one. I think it's almost 4/10 of a mile and 195 feet. But now we're into our typical New Mexico chunk with the big rocks embedded in the road. Just finished the second climb, on my way to the third one, which is in almost 4 miles. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I hope the climb isn't like this. Now I'm on this, I don't know if it's like bedrock that they've cut into. Very bumpy, gradual grade, which is nice. Manageable climb, but I'm sure it's going to get more intense, as it always does. With this bedrock, what mixed in is this gray fine sand. It's just energy suck. Mexico has such a different feel. It is not getting easier. I'm going to look at the Garmin and see where I am. I don't think I've climbed very much, but I'm on this bedrock sandy section I showed you. And I'm having a beef stick, or I'll just eat half of it. It's 2 pieces. Probably some crackers, cheese crackers. I meant to buy peanut butter, but in my haste I bought cheese, which is fine. I'm going to have a banana. You know, New Mexico is unique. It's totally different from anything else. It's really hard. We've been through a lot, and in here we have to do probably the hardest section of the whole trail. At the end. This route does not disappoint. This is quite a unique section. About up here. Oh my goodness, I don't believe this for how long this goes on. It's crazy. Non-stop. I decided to walk a little bit. Go just as fast, and I don't think I'm beating up the bike as much, or my body. Just gotta watch for a twisted ankle. Hey, we get a downhill at mile 22, or 21 and a half. I'm coming up on the dispersed campground, I think number 23. That is in the app, and the reality is this is all, unless that's something special, you can camp here too. It's all pretty flat. I think that's why they picked it. So I think I'm mile 23 or so, 24. And this is the dispersed campsite. I think it's not much better than anywhere the last few miles. But there is a fire ring here. And yeah, that's about the extent of it. It's almost 3 o'clock. And obviously the weather is part of it. I'm just, storms all around me. I hope this isn't miles long. Probably is. That's what New Mexico is. Oh man, it's exhausting. But of course it can't be easy to track. It's got to have sand in it. Come on, move. Move! Move! This is wearing me out though. My goodness. Okay, I've transferred to Forest Road 22 after that climb, and it looks like it's 4:48, so whatever time that took me. Another boulder city. I'm only seeing one set of tracks, which is kind of odd. Once I finished that brutal climb, the other two kind of disappeared. This one is Willem's. Hope this isn't the red mud. I think it's going to pass, but I hope it doesn't get too wet. It's going to be too sticky for me to ride. It's about 7:30. I pulled into this rock meadow around 6:15, and Willem called my name, and he was up here. And I want to say we're close to 10,000 feet. I'm not exactly sure what our elevation is, but we're pretty high up. And I think in hindsight, it would have been better to be a little lower, but the rain was possibly coming in, and that's the thinking. I think it's going to be cold up here. We'll see what the house sleeping bag does. Today was brutal. I mean, New Mexico is just brutal. And yeah, so that puts us closer to Cuba tomorrow at 41 miles and only 2,500 feet of elevation. Good morning. It is almost 7 o'clock, surprisingly. I thought it was earlier than that. I think I'm at mile marker 40 or 41. But surprisingly not cold at all here last night, or windy. As usual, it's a glorious, clear morning, which seems to be the mode of operation. I think every morning has been clear, and then the clouds roll in the afternoon after 1 o'clock. I'm the last to leave. A beautiful morning as usual. Well, here we go. Why is it telling me to turn? Oh yeah, this is ungraded. Some serious boulderage. I'm also going a lot slower than probably most of the people go. I could have easily done to this distance here had I gotten out earlier. I'm riding slow. George is got a fire underneath his bum to finish. Where'd that boulder come from? First sign of other people. Maybe I left the National Forest. Just about to start the biggest climb, almost 3 3/4 miles and 940 feet of climbing. So that's a pretty good climb. I don't know if that one's the lead or the brown one. What's up? Just stopped to strip down for the climb. Not very far into it. Got something to eat. So much for getting into Cuba early. We'll see what happens. Well, I passed the water source. Didn't realize it was going to come up on it so quick. Rio del Abiquiu, or whatever it's called. I'm getting there. can't be all downhill, can it? Just had 2 hills, one through a cut, and now this one, it's like 1/3 of a mile, 75 feet, but it says this is the last one. Just outside Cuba. It's gotten a little toastier, but I am going to resupply, and as I mentioned, go to the post office, get rid of some stuff, and hopefully get more room for water. I want to carry a minimum of 9 liters. Going to Chaco Grill, which George recommended and is in Matt Ryder's video, I believe. Off to the post office. Chaco's definitely recommended for the, I had the burrito, but I guess they have hamburgers too. Just stopped in the Family Dollar in Cuba. I got a Coca-Cola and an ice cream just to go through things. Got rid of a layer of clothes, basically, some CO2 cartridges, the bear spray. And I sent that stuff home just to make space and lighten it a little bit. Riding on Road 550 into the storm, it looks like. Just sent Willem a text. He said he's aiming for the same campground. Oh my goodness. Look at that weather. That's where I'm going. Hope this isn't a mistake. The wind is crazy. 25 miles an hour. 5 miles an hour pedaling downhill. I can't express how difficult this has been since we left Cuba, or I left Cuba. Was on Road 550, I believe it is there. Most incredible headwind I've ever experienced. I'm still in it. Had to be gusts up to 40 miles an hour, 35 miles an hour. Straight at me. I'm literally riding the bike, tilting the bike like this as the gusts come along to not get, well, this way actually, not to get blown into the traffic. Luckily it was going away from me, the wind, a side wind and headwind. And now I've turned off onto this dirt road without much relief. Really should stop and put on my rain jacket, but I'm hoping that I can beat the rain because I see the blue sky. Shit, sand. See, it's teasing me with the sky. Highway 550, and the headwind has kind of subsided a little bit. I may regret that as soon as I come over this crest. I hope this campground, it's 2/10 of a mile off the route, is a little protected. Probably going to stop there. It's only 5:15. I think I will have done 60 miles for the day. New Mexico and its landscape never disappoints. Just oiling the chain. I think I'm going to let some air out of the tires. Willem just left. I think the plan is to perhaps meet him at the water tank. It rained all last night, pretty much on and off. A little concerned about the surface we have upcoming because it was all sand yesterday, or a lot of it was sand. Put away my rain jacket, pick up my trash, put the tent poles away, strap them on. Really nice camp spot. We're up on a little plateau. The sky looks very foreboding, but a lot of it is just threatening. You'll see scattered showers, and if it does rain, you kind of ride right through it. Unless it's a big cell. You know, there's some blue sky there. 8:30, a little earlier than I thought. For some reason, I thought it was later. William's ahead of me about 40 minutes. BLM 1102. I'm concerned that if I get caught in the rain, I really only planned on doing 2 nights out here. I wanted to get to Grants by tomorrow at the latest. Gonna be threatening weather all day. Okay, gonna make a left on Powerline Road, which, oh my goodness, is paved, which I wasn't expecting for a little bit, I guess. Powerline Road. Fair amount of traffic on this road, surprisingly. Okay, San Luis Road turns to dirt. Impassable during inclement weather. Okay, duly noted. It doesn't rain and it stays this cool. The washboards don't continue. I should do pretty good today. Might be able to do 60 miles. No water for you. Wow, oh, this is a canyon viewpoint. This is a picture point on Google. Wow. Oh, we're running. Gotta watch that. I'm on the other side of the tubula there. I was on the other side. New Mexico climb. Pretty amazing, actually. Different landscape. Okay, so this is dispersed campsite 26. I don't know if that's a bear box or a grill or what that is. And I'm basically going to turn here. I believe I make a turn to the right. And it's basically just an intersection. And there's some, you could actually camp over here if you want. It's pretty flat. And actually, down there, right before that bush there, get a better view. Actually, you can see the canyon. But in these sticky mud sections, they're pretty short and I can't ride them. So I'm just trying to minimize the mud accumulation. So, doesn't seem too bad. And it eventually flings off. Rather intense descent. Oh goodness. I'm gonna get stuck in that. One lane bridge here. I'm in the canyon. I'll put the name on screen. Just drop down into it. Got this out of Mesa over there. I'm racing against that, and there's one behind me too. So I'm trying to get as much mileage in as I can if I'm gonna get stuck out here in right around 31 miles for the day. Another walking section, I think. Oh yeah. Wow, going into a creek bed and it's raining. Oh, I cross it. Okay, that's good. I don't know.
I don't know. I'll always be a little optimistic.
Yeah, I guess so. I didn't see it. I go right past it?
Oh yeah.
No, I didn't know there was a well.
It was 300 yards away from the.
Oh, there it is. Home stake well, half a mile.
Yeah.
Reliable water. Another crazy sky. So it's almost 3 o'clock and now it's raining. Hopefully it'll be short and not affect the road, but we shall see. Oh my goodness. Can't believe I'm riding into this. This is like biblical stuff. Whoa, lightning. Are they antelope? Pronghorn? Not exactly sure. Well, it finally caught me. And I'm in sand that I can't ride. A lot of thunder and lightning. I gotta get my jacket on. Yeah, it finally caught up with me. Looks like it's subsiding a little bit. My first experience with a monsoon. I'm drenched. I ended up getting under this rock to get out of it eventually, but I'm soaked. I was hoping I could just keep riding, but it just got so torrential. There's where I ran to up there. That little rock on the left, there's a cave. This is what we got now. And you can already see it's gonna be sticky mud because there's where my feet just walked. So I don't know if I'm going anywhere. It's now close to 5 o'clock. I think I pulled in around a little after 3 and it's just gotten worse. I found a little dry spot and I've managed to pull the bike up, but the rain, you know, comes down through the rocks here, and there will be a stream coming through here. I just went out and scouted. I don't know where to put the tent. It's all just flooded out there. It's just all puddles. It's all uneven ground, and it just accumulates water, and it's coming down. I just saw a little waterfall up there. Right now the biggest thing is trying to stay warm and get the tent up. 6 o'clock, and I've been here, almost 3 hours. Trying to figure out well, I knew I wasn't going anywhere. This is the road I'm supposed to take tomorrow. It's drizzling, but I see some breakup coming there. I'm hoping it clears up overnight. I can get past this puddle, but it doesn't mean there's not more of them. And I still have 60 miles to town. I hope Willem's okay. For some reason, the useless Garmin GPS, it says poor GPS, it won't send a message. Yeah, here's a taste of the mud. This is when it was wet. The rest of it got washed off with the rain. Right there. I mean, that's pretty moist. Usually it's clumpier than that. But here's my abode, my adobe for the evening. Feels like the rain's passing. Got some daylight over there. This is good news. Looking for Willem's tent spot.
So nice up here.
It is. It's just not
I
flat.
love New Mexico. Really, I do.
It's something else, that's for sure. Never ceases to surprise us. There's our path. Look at all the water glistening on the road. What do you think? Gonna go for it?
Good.
Yeah? Alright. Give you a hand getting your stuff up here, I guess.
Yeah.
We're hoping that if it doesn't rain tonight, gives the ground a chance to dry out. We'll be good to go. Hope that's a good spot for the tent. I didn't see any water really coming down there. Hopefully it won't be too windy. And I will see you in the morning. If you can ride through it and it's short enough, it'll clump and then flip off. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna go around this, yeah. Reindeer. Man, this mud is killing us. You just hit sections of it. Sometimes you don't see it. You can feel the stuff flicking off. This is ridiculous. This is like the 6th time, I want to say, at least. I've already got most of it off. We were doing so good there for a little while. I think we've only gone 11 miles and it's 10:30. Freaking mosquitoes or whatever they are.
Yeah, they bite as well.
William and I just had a coffee break. He's in such a good mood, and now we've got to go around this other mess. Ugh. See, this is the puddles we come across that you can't ride through, but see, there's his tracks there, and sometimes it's solid, sometimes it's mush like that, and it just accumulates on the tire. Here's the water tank, or one of them. Looks like there's a few of them. There's one over there. If you needed water, I guess you could filter this. That one's probably the same. I assume it's for cattle. But good news is we're making it. We're on I think it's only a 2-mile section. 12:30. A little bit of a payoff after that climb on the asphalt. We got to climb some more. And unfortunately, we will be turning off of this pavement. Because of the impending weather and our experience with it yesterday, and we happen to have internet, we're going to take the highway. According to Google, we found a way to get there in like 2 hours and 28 miles, and it's probably all paved. I think we're going to get wet no matter what. As much as I'd like to follow the official route, I think this was a good call. We'll see how it goes. We still have another 20 miles to go, I believe. I think it's going to be close to the same distance, just not as much climbing. Historic Route 66. Actually, we ended up on the alternate. We came in the other side of town. So no state prison and no junkyard and no, I think there was a historical stagecoach stop. None of that, but we got McDonald's and KFC. Look at all this weather. This is crazy. So we're just leaving Pizza 9. It was pretty good, I would say. Wouldn't you say, William? Pizza 9 was pretty good.
It's very good.
And we're staying at the Southwest Motel with Ron, who won it in a contest, I guess, a treasure hunt.
Best motel in town. Without hot water.
Who needs hot water? You had to go next door and turn the furnace on or something. I can't help but have the milkshakes. When I see ice cream or milkshakes, it's like,
I had several ice cream, but
yeah.